Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is CJ,
Hey guys, this is Rain.
and we're embracing paradise. And we're going to let you know what that means to each one of us, um, just to give you a background of who we are and what we're doing. Um, we're both originally from New York. We moved to Texas back in 2013 for me. And when did you move?
You moved December 30th, 2013,
Uh huh.
and I moved November 11th, 2011.
Yeah, so you were here like a year and a half or something, 2 years before
Two
I was.
years.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I moved down to be with this
This?
knucklehead. No, she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah, we are uh, moving again. We're now moving from Texas to where are we moving to?
Do you want to say it?
You can say it.
We are in the plans of moving to Punta Cana here in the next couple of, honestly, probably weeks.
Yeah.
But the way that
Where's
the
Punta Cana?
realtor is talking about and all this other stuff.
Where's Punta Cana?
DR. So we're moving to DR.
Dominican Republic for people that don't know.
Yep. So that's where I was born. I was not raised there. I was raised in New York, but I was born there. That's where my family is from. And I took CJ once, 2 years after we got married, while our
Hmm.
house was being built. He's only been there once, but he fell in love with the island, I guess.
Oh yeah, water, beaches, food. Oh shit, the mango, oh, totone. Mm. I told her when we get to Punta Cana, the first thing we're doing is finding food. Must, must. I tell her all the time I am Dominican.
Hmm.
When I'm, as you can see, I'm gonna be the gringo there. But I am a mutt, to be honest. We did the ancestry DNA,
Hmm.
and yeah, I came back. Yeah, like I said, a mutt.
He is more African than I am, which is absolutely insane. I am more European than he is, which
Yeah.
is quite interesting, but that's cool.
Hmm.
But
And I just want to touch. Sorry to cut you off, babe. I
It's
just
okay.
want to touch on um, why we chose Embracing Paradise as our channel name.
Okay.
Um, to me, it's just, um, and sorry, I'm not looking much at the camera, folks. I'm just trying to drive and be safe. But talking, you guys will understand. But the reason why I really liked the name Embracing Paradise was because um, since I was 16, 17 in New York, been working uh, like labor, manual labor, and then I, went through school and got into, computer stuff, software development, mobile app creation, um, and into finance, I went from there into the finance world, did insurance, um, investments, and things like that. And that was cool for a time. It got the bills paid. Wasn't very much time required for the insurance, as you had people working kind of for you. But I'm tired of it. I love the USA. I love you know being around family and stuff like that. But it's another time for a change for me, and I just want out of the rat race. I want to be able to just enjoy enjoy more time with my wife, um, and just do what I want when I want. Um, yeah, and being there before, beaches and water to me is paradise. I've always loved water, and being in Texas, we're in more North Texas, so we are landlocked as hell, and it takes us 3 to 4 hours to get down to what's that shitty beach? Galveston.
Galveston.
Sorry for anybody that likes that beach, but I've heard it's crap. Never been there. I think we'll eventually make it there to kind of make a judgment for our own. But
I mean, we've been to South Padre.
Yeah, South Padre. I love South Padre.
But the beach wasn't that great.
Yeah,
the
beach
water wasn't really
great.
that clean.
We also went in February, so
yeah, that's true.
but it was really nice. I liked that. It was laid back, quiet, and that's kind of what I expect or I am hoping to have when we go to DR. And we've spoken with some folks over there, and they've given us amazing advice. Um, I will ask to plug their channels in, so you guys can check them out as well. Let me get permission first, and then I'll plug it in the description, or it'll be across.
It'll be somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere. But I'll put it in the description as well. Like the folks that kind of eased our mind, let us know. We had consultation calls with these folks, awesome people. So yeah, if anybody has the inclination or even wants information about making the move, we could certainly give you our perspective, because we're just in the beginning of the process. We're just working with realtors, both sides.
We made the decision the day after Christmas.
Yeah,
I think is when we made the decision to move.
And the crazy part is, I was thinking about it weeks before she mentioned anything. And I don't know, it was just one day we were sitting, it was one night we were in our office, and I don't know, I think I just turned to you and said, like, let's have a talk or something. And I explained to you, like, what I was feeling. And then you said essentially the same thing. And I was like, okay, we're on the same page already without even knowing it. Like, this is where we're supposed to be. So yeah, and in my eyes, we're gonna embrace paradise.
I agree. I mean, for me, embracing paradise is a lot of what you said.
Mm-hmm. There's also more sentimental things into it for me, like, just being closer to you, like spending more time with you. Since we're going back to your country, like learning about it, and going through that process with you, so you learn it. And I already told you about that one series that I want to do on for YouTube on my own channel. I am official CJ. I'm gonna start a channel there. She already got a channel as well.
The official CJ.
Yeah, the official CJ.
And we'll also plug that in somewhere in the description.
Yeah.
And my YouTube channel is Life by Rain, and again, that'll also be somewhere in the description or somewhere.
But go back to why you think, why you was okay with the name Embracing Paradise.
For me, it's a lot about what you said, like getting out of the rat race and all that. But for me, I think it goes a little more deep for me on a lot of different levels.
Yeah, I agree. It goes deeper for me. I just have to find the words.
Yeah. Like for me, it's getting back to my roots, going back to where I was born, where my family's from. I don't know much about either side of my
Let them know where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I don't know much about like my parents' history. I mean, my mom was a single. Yeah, my mom was a single mom, and so she was always working. It was very hard to sit with her and learn about her grandparents and her upbringing. I know a little bit about her upbringing, but I don't know much. With my dad just not really being in the picture, it was impossible to ask him anything. So for me, that's huge, going back to where I'm from and learning about it, and maybe possibly in the future hiring, someone that can, use my family's names and go deep into the DR history.
Genealogist,
yes,
is it called? Yeah.
And do all that for me. But as well, for me, it's I'm a Cancer, so that means I'm a water sign, and for me, what is represented for a Cancer is a crab. And so while yes, I am always crabby.
No, you're not.
I always tell CJ that I really miss the water. I love being in water. I can't swim, but I love being in water.
That's one of my main goals, is to teach you how to swim, because I'm like, if we're on an island,
Oh no,
bathe,
absolutely. I want
you
to. I
need
want to
to
go do
swim.
everything. I want to go to waterfalls. I want to do it all. But
Yeah,
I can't swim. But I love being in water. I really do. I mean, yes, I hang on to you, but
that's fine. I'm a
um,
fish.
but if I can be in there and I know and I feel comfortable without being next to him or whatever, I'll be in water. So for me, that's another part of it. And just learning more about my roots since I wasn't raised there. Like I said, I was raised in New York, between New York and New Jersey. I don't really know much about the island itself or my roots, so I feel like it's really important for me to learn about that.
Yeah.
And also because of my last name, it's a myth, and I'm gonna figure this out. It's a myth that supposedly, because Christopher Columbus, when he went to the Hispanic countries, or when he went to Spain,
Espanola.
well, when he went to Spain, they called him Cristobal Colon, and so my maiden last name is Colon, and so it's a myth that we are descendants of Christopher Columbus. So I'm gonna figure that out, hopefully.
Yeah, I need to know that. I'm big into like history and I don't know why, but like pirate stuff.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, and I know from watching and learning about that stuff that DR was a heavy, like, important spot um, in those times.
Yep.
So I would love to find someone or maybe like a company or whether it's an excursion or something that can kind of maybe take us through um, like the pirate times, if that makes sense. Because to me, that's an amazing feat. Even, I know the pirates were all messed up back in the day, but I think back then, hundreds of years ago, they were literally patrolling the seas and, you know, robbing people and killing people. Insane to even think about that. And now we're just driving around in cars like it's normal. Yeah. Can't imagine what those folks would think. You put them here for 10 minutes and they'd be like,
what?
Yeah, like, where am I? But if you put us back then, feel this, we'd feel the same way. But yeah, I don't know if you want to dive a little bit deeper into embracing paradise for you. You left off at, you want to, being a crabby water person.
Yeah, but like, I just want to also kind of break free of, like, I feel like because I'm an immigrant, although I'm a U.S. citizen, but because I'm an immigrant, I feel like there's a lot of like stipulations on immigrants that we have to just always work, and I think it's something that we put on ourselves.
Mhm.
Especially also coming from a single mom, that's all I saw her do was work. So all I do,
That's all she still does is work, work, work. And I'm like, Ma, take a seat. Like,
Yeah.
take a breather.
I mean, like, and that's all I do. And you tell me all the time that I need to take care of myself. So I feel like moving to DR and being in an island where, the lifestyle is more about family and enjoying life and being with one another and enjoying the island. And okay, yes, you get your money for the day to pay your bills and get things done for your family, and then it's okay, now back to the family to enjoy one another. And that's what I want to do with you. Is I want to be able to enjoy our marriage and each other and our boys and just spend more time together and be able to focus more on myself and the hobbies that I want to do. I've always been so focused on whether it was school or work or helping family. I've never really focused on myself. And so I feel like while embracing DR and embracing my own culture that I've never been a part of, I feel like I'll also be able to really learn more who I am and embrace more who I am. And I've already kind of noticed in this little process so far in the 1 month, because it's not even been a month since we've made the decision, but we've done a lot of stuff, and I've found a lot of things that I find interesting and a lot of things that I like that I didn't even know that I liked. So I already feel like I'm in the process of embracing whatever I would consider
your paradise.
My paradise.
Yeah, I like that. And I'll support you, whatever you want to do. I want us both to, when we get there, just feel that freedom, quote unquote. Not that we don't have any here, but it still feels very rat racy to me. where it's like we got to go do this, we got to go do that. Like, um, you know, it's just work every day. Sometimes you don't get off till 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and you're starting 6 or 7 in the morning. Like, I know you like what you do, but
It's exhausting sometimes.
yeah, I walk past your office and I can tell, or I sit down in your office, when I can, and I can tell. But that's that's part of why I think this move is good for us. Is not to like rediscover ourselves, but to like rediscover.
What's important to us?
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just being in that constant work, go, money, work, go, money. Like, of course, money's good. Money's always good, but time is more important. There's no price for time, and God's currency is time. So don't want to like run out of that.
Mhm.
So we are actually on our way to a dermatologist appointment for the wife, because again, we've behind the scenes. This is our first video, but behind the scenes, and we'll be covering that shortly. We've been
Doing a
working.
lot.
Yeah, we've been working. Realtors on the Texas side. We got 2 realtors on the Texas side, about 3 that we're working on. Um, 3
There.
working on the DR side. Oh, Liverpool scored.
Yep.
3-0. Nice.
I'm
Anybody
just gonna
knows?
check the-
Yes, I'm American. Shout out to my boy Ben from Liverpool. He got me into Liverpool Football Club, best club on the planet. Care what anybody says. And I will be at Anfield. But yeah, back to the conversation. Sorry about that. Had the shameless plug there. Huge sports head, by the way. But yeah, just rediscovering our time is what I want. I told you like Tuesday at 2 o'clock for NDR, and I want to take you out for a lunch. I don't want to hear, "Hey, I got a meeting" or whatever. Like, that's my goal, is to have.
Have me retire.
Yeah,
That's my goal too.
I want to retire you. Yeah,
That's my
and
goal
yeah,
too.
but back to us doing everything for the move. We got realtors on the Texas side. I think I said 2. We have like 3 or 4 that we're working with on the DR side. Sorry, the DR thing. Trust me, people. I hear it all the time when I say it, and I've been getting better on it. It's DR, not the DR. I get it, people. But
I mean,
yeah.
unless you're saying the whole name, then
Yeah,
it's the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. But when you abbreviate it,
It's the DR. Just sounds weird.
it does. It does. But it's like the Bronx. Nobody says, "Where are you from?" Bronx, New York. It's the Bronx.
Yeah.
But
But then again, I also understand the DR thing.
yeah.
Because then, like, when people ask me where am I from, the BX.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But yeah, so on the back end, we got realtors. We have what else we got going on?
We've been figuring out insurance in DR,
yes.
both car insurance and health insurance. We've been trying to figure out the medications for our boys because we've got a blind diabetic dog.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important for us to make sure that he can get his medicine. Right. So we've actually really said if we cannot get his insulin there, we will not make the move. I am not going to kill my son just to make my life better. I will wait until we're ready and he's ready to do that.
Yeah, but
we've been talking to a vet in DR, and they've told us they're pretty sure we can figure something out. Yeah. We're gonna get him into his vet here for his annual checkup anyway in a couple weeks,
and then we'll discuss that with him to see like, hey, this is the medicines they're saying they can get. Will it work? Can we try it here with him just to kind of make sure everything goes smoothly, because I want to try to make it less anxious for them as well. Again, it's Sully and Jake. We adopted them. Sully's about 9 now. Best pup in the world, him and Jake. Opposites, totally, but they say opposites attract. Jake's the goofy, happy one. Sully's the old grumpy man, but when he wants lovies, he wants lovies. They're both mama's boys, and it kills me. But yeah, you guys will definitely see them along this journey. You'll fall in love with them just as we did. And yeah, I'm not sure if you want to add anything else. There's going to be more videos coming out soon.
Yep. This
On
is
both
just
of
the
our
intro,
channels.
really.
Yeah, this is kind of a bit of an intro of who we are and what we, you know, little basic of what we plan on doing, and kind of just fill you guys in on this journey, and hope you guys stick around so you can like and subscribe, share. We'd appreciate it.
Yep. Follow us on IG also. I am Life by Rain, and he is the official CJ, and that's CEEJAYY. So follow us both on IG. We'll be posting some stuff there too.
Yep.
There's a lot more stuff coming down in the pipeline, so just bear with us while we figure this entire move out and everything
it's a
out.
bit crazy, but it's fun. And yeah, just make sure you join us on this journey. And if you have any questions, let us know.
And we'll be sure to share anything that we find out with you guys as we talk to other content creators that we enjoy their content, and other expats, as long as they're okay with us sharing their channels and their IG handles or TikToks or whatever it is. We'll also share those with you. Like CJ said before, we've been chatting with a few of them, and they've been very helpful. We are very appreciative for information that they've given us.
Definitely.
But we want to be respectful of their privacy and, you know, their families and whatnot. So before we say any of their names or post any of their information,
we'll just want to get some permission to make sure first.
We'll
I'm sure it'll be okay, but just better to be respectful than just, you know, sharing people's information. But anyway, guys, we're about to pull into this dermo appointment. We will be recording some more content soon, like we said. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.
Bye.